The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. White to the white.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra.
We have an announcement to make. 30th of May is very, very critical. We have our 30th of May, we must not forget. We are going to have 3 days of fasting and prayer, starting from the 27th to end midnight of the 29th. Very, very important. We are going to read and pray all the Psalms in the Holy Book, from Psalm number 1 to 150. If you read 10 Psalms, you pray prayer and fasting for 3 days, and then conclude it with a prayer on the midnight of the 29th. And then this year we are going to have a candlelight vigil, a procession in the middle of the night, ushering in the 30th of May. We have sat at home so much that I will also encourage people to sit at home on that very day, please, for us to honor those that fought that we may live.
the radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are, all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is from Anambra State. Anambra State is Biafra land. He comes from Abatete, to be precise. He is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Like I keep on telling us, the mindset behind those words may be difficult for you to comprehend. But believe me, one day you will understand. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, His Royal Highness, the King of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the King of Afari Beku, remained one and only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people close to 6 decades now. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiam, I remain George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, at this moment, if you check your time, I am still the African rep and the Nigerian international coordinator. Having said that, I will proceed to acknowledge Chukwu Kikabiama, the one who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of man, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For in the end, we do not look up to the mountains nor the hill for help, for our help comes from He who made the heaven and the earth, who has promised to keep us from all evil. And so in my humble way this evening, I said to him, de manu tutue, de mane hihe, ikwesiri tukwasobi, Chineke odi onye dịka gị o, onye dịka gị, onye dịka gị, onye dịka Chukwu, Chineke odi onye dịka gị. Asị na anyị na-eme mma o, eze masị na anyị na-agwọ ọrịa o, onye nwe anyị asị na anyị na-enye ike o, mgbe bịara ọ bụrụ eziokwu. Chukwu dị mma, n'ịdị mma, agbanwe chimo, n'ịdị mma, olileanya ndị nsọ, n'ịdị mma, eze onye nwe anyị n'ịdị mma o. Ịmakwa na oge nleleanya n'eluigwe dadị o, ebe ahụ ị na-achị achị o, ewe mfo Chukwu n'ịdị mma, eze m onye nwe anyị n'ịdị mma o. Isi ala gị nwe, 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 anya iji ahụ ụzọ n'isi ala gị nwe, isi ala gị nwe, onye na-eme mma, isi ala gị nwe, nwanne otu onye, isi ala gị nwe, akpata na-eku nwa, isi ala gị nwe, onye ji anyị isi, isi ala gị nwe, anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu n'ịbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o ise. And of course, we must continue because we are not going anywhere. Our destination is simple. The purpose we are here is simple. I did not come to IPOB. I didn't join IPOB to sell pure water. I didn't join IPOB to sell my mind. I didn't join IPOB to praise anybody. I joined IPOB for one thing. We are a people in need of a desperate situation for freedom. And believe me, if we make mistake, we apologize to Chukwuki Kabiama. But we also remind him that if he put us in this condition, in 100 lifetime, we will repeat what we have done. We will not regret it. Because those who have held us down, without remorse, they are dealing with us and we are seeing it. Onwene onye Yoruba onye Awụsa onye Fulani onwene onye Igbo ndị mmụọ ndị mmadụ onwene ka agwọ ọgwụ keru n'ime ya Chukwu ekwekọ aha uji mena anyị hụgwu eziokwu ese anyị ekuli eziokwu anyị mara ihe anyị keme anyị hụ eju onwe anyị egbu ale anyị hụ agbo kiri oki ekwu anyị mara na ọ kesepụ ha anyị hụ eju onwe anyị egbu ale. But how many years do we have? How many lifetime do we have? And of course, at this moment, or on this segment, our team remain back to your root. Back to your root. And of course, our topic, we are still on the same series. The importance of family and the role played by our ancestors. But before we go into this very study, let me bring certain things to the attention of our people. Some things we do at times, it really does not matter. But one day you will understand that it matters. It said when a man see the end of his life, he should begin to reconsider everything you have done that have brought you to that place where you are standing. Does it really matter? Does it really worth it? First of all, our leader has delivered the message. And as a very meticulous man that he is, he has tried his best to project the truth to everybody. He simply say, I do not hate Yoruba. I do not hate Hausa. I do not hate Fulani. We are here to liberate every prisoner inside the zoo called Nigeria. It's as simple as ABCD. And nobody does. But you know what they do to us? We hate it with cruel hatred. And we are going to be unfair to our children if we do not tell them what happened to us. That is why on this segment we say, go back to your root. I understand. I come across an article online this evening. And the article said, the Yoruba Muslim and the Yoruba Christian, they are cooperating. The Yoruba Muslim and the Yoruba Christian, they are cooperating. Unlike the other region, you go to Hausa Fulani, if you are a Christian, the Muslim will kill you. Of course, Islam give them go-ahead order to kill anybody who don't believe in Allah. So once you are from the northern part of the zoo called Nigeria, you are a Christian, your father or your mother or your cousin or your uncle, they will kill you. So Hausa Fulani, Muslim, and Christian do not cooperate. Hausa Fulani Muslim kills Hausa Fulani Christian as if they are infidel. Of course, that is what they call them. But I want you to learn from Yoruba. Yoruba Muslim and Yoruba Christian. In fact, go and ask Adeboye Kumuyi. All their mothers are Muslim or their father is a Muslim. But they understand one truth. They protect their own more than any other. They no send you. And I'm yet to see an article written by Yoruba man in favor of our people. I have not seen it. But understand, in as much as we will point you out when you do evil, your past evil, I cannot cover it, because that thing you did, you must show remorse. You must apologize. And then maybe time will change. I am an Igbo man that is not an Igbo man. Unlike other Igbo men that are not Igbo man. Because there is Igbo in Benue State, there is Igbo in Kogi State, there is Igbo in Edo State, there is Igbo in Delta State, there is Igbo in Bayelsa State, there is Igbo in River State, there is Igbo in Cross River State. But all of them are not Igbo. How did he get this bad? Because somebody worked on us. One day, one Delta man who is not an Igbo, one Niger Delta man who is not an Igbo, by Nigerian standard, carried out a coup. Chukwuma Nzogu is not an Igbo man. He's a Niger Delta man. He carried the first coup. Today, Igbo man cannot talk because everywhere they are telling you, Igbo coup, Igbo coup, Igbo coup, Igbo coup. Chukwuma Nzogu is not Igbo coup. He's not Igbo man. He's Niger Delta man. Let us follow Nigerian doctrine. Chukwuma Nzogu is not an Igbo man. He's a Niger Delta man. Why are they calling it Igbo coup? I want people to understand why I talk the way I talk and behave the way I behave. Because somebody came out. Because of the sin of one man. Let us agree it's a sin of one man. They condemn the whole generation. I am not an Igbo man. I am a Niger Delta man. But my name is Onyibe. And as a Niger Delta man, I went to Lagos. I live here among the Yoruba people. 11 years. When the time come to define your father's name, and they told me, and why would you condemn a whole generation for the sin of one man? As far as I'm concerned, for us, over almost 60 years or more, Yoruba have condemned the whole Igbo race because of mistake of one man. All of you Igbo, you are Oloshi, you are Loli Bruku. That is what Yoruba said. And it's unfair if you want me to separate them. I will not separate them. But of course, I understand the implication there. Let them feel it. Let them feel it. Yoruba will enter background and do wayo, do wayo. Why is Yoruba Muslim not fighting Yoruba Christian? That is because even in the religion, they are doing wayo. Because when I start saying, you're related to Yoruba, your mama is Yoruba, your papa is Yoruba, I don't hate you. But the Yoruba race condemn the whole Igbo race, including Ijoma, all of you and Yamere. They condemn all of you because of the mistake of one man. So this is George Onyibe, the Igbo man that is not Igbo man. And yet the Niger Delta man that is not Niger Delta man. Glory be to Yoruba. Ndiara. But our people must understand, we are here to speak for the interests of our people. And then those people, those of our brother who are idiots, let's sample them out and address their matter. We say back to your root. Back to your root. I give it to Yoruba and I respect them. They head on to the calling of their ancestors. They are their father children. They deliver like Awolowo. They deliver like Obasanjo. They deliver like Abiola. They deliver like Tinubu without fail. And then whose sons are we? Of course, on this very segment tonight, Biafrans must understand. If we fail to defend our land, nobody will. When we go back to our roots, I just can only pray to God to help us find out the little problem that is making us to fall. Little problem. Let us pray in our time that Igbo Muslim don't have a foothold in Biafra land. All of you will see something. Just pray that all those Igbo Muslim, they are grooming from Anambra to Imo State, from Ebonyi State to Enugu State, from Ambo. You don't know they are grooming a lot of Muslims, most of our leaders. Just pray that they don't get foothold in our land. You will understand what we have done to ourselves. But if we focus on our roots, there are things that is a taboo. Everything about our culture, down to our DNA, it forbids Islam. But look at hunger is encouraging it in our land. Because the real war has not started. Yoruba have won this war in every front. And when I read that thing online, I gave a deep thought to it. It's only in Yoruba land you see Muslim and Christian living in the same house, no squans. Not even in Saudi Arabia. Now you know Yorubas are masters of their game. I do not undermine them. I just tell them, carry your hypocrisy and get away from my son. I can't tolerate you. I can't tolerate you. So when we say go back to your root, or we are looking at a particular study, please stop looking at the demonic aspect of it. Please stop looking at how it affects you as an individual. Focus on how it affects us as a people. Because not until we come back to our senses. Onye obia bia asa ka gosi m ụlọ nedim. Onye ome na obia ale masa ka gosi m ụlọ nedim. No stranger can show me my father's house. And then something is wrong. And of course, having said that, we must continue. And please, when our lines are open, ensure you ask me question in line with what we are discussing. We are going to look at the last series of this study so we can move to another level. We want to look at the consequence of neglecting the marriage principle by our ancestors. If we fail, if we deviate from the principle of marriage given to our ancestors, a lot of consequences are with us. Number one, I want to remind every one of us. Women are the custodian of tradition of any people. Women are the custodian. I have a cousin sister. Her name is Nwaneka. In fact, my only sister, younger sister, her name is Okpohonwolo. Okpohonwolo. There are names we give to women. It says it all. Number one, when they say Nwaneka, that is children that come from the same womb. They have greater bond holding them than even children that come from the same lions. That thing is a deep mystery. Your father married 3 wives. The children are bonded to their mother. And so whatever their mother plants in them, that is who they become. But when a woman married 10 husbands and have children for all of them, the children is still born to the woman. Whether from the left or from the right, children are born to the woman. A spiritual bond. You can't do anything about it. The women are the one who protect and safeguard our generation, our culture and tradition, not the men. The men defend, but the women preserve. And that is why when you keep quiet as a Biafra man, you are looking down on our women. You don't know what you are doing to the next generation. Honestly, I have been with our men. And I see most of them don't have regard for our women. That is because they don't have sense. And sometimes when I see some of our men talk to our women, I will weep. Let me tell you, we have to cherish them. We have to protect them. It doesn't matter how far they have gone wrong. You must love them because that is what they will give to your children. Do you know that some children will beat their father because of their mother? Do you know? You come back home as a husband. You are punching your wife. And you think those children will love you. One of the respects I have for my father is as simple. He never treats my mother as a woman or as a property. In fact, when I was getting married, my father told me, if your wife is that type of woman that if you threaten her, if you harass her, she start crying. My father says, son, run for your life. This woman will kill you. In our language, they call it okwabudi. Okwabudi, okakwabudi. This woman will kill you. If you marry, that I was maybe around 13 years. He said, my son, anytime you grow up and you marry a woman and you tell your wife, what is wrong with you? And she starts saying, he said, my son, pack your load and run. That woman will kill you. Your wife should be the type that you say, sit down there. She will say, why should I sit down? Because I don't want to sit down. And I'll say, because I want you to sit down. He said, let me just sit down. You better have something good to say. That is how it's supposed to be. She's not a slave. If I show her love, she pass that love into my children. And then I have a lovely home. I harass her, and then I will have my children to fight in the future. Those children that are looking at you, you think they don't have sense? Our culture and tradition is with our mother. It is with our mother. It is their duty to preserve it, to keep it intact. And our duty as the men is to protect it. So when we are talking about marriage, I want you to understand the need why you must help our mother to become the best of who they are so they can transmit it into the children. Because if not, we are in trouble. Do you know the woman have the capacity to advise children even more than the father? Because fathers are action all the time. Once father say, come here, your BP has increased. Except your father is not a disciplinary father. Once he say, come here, BP high immediately. And then he would say 100 words. 90 have escaped, only 10 remaining. He said, do you understand what I say? Yes, I understand. It don't run come up for your head because you're just not expecting any discipline. It's only your mother that will come and say, my son, look at this thing, look at this thing. Your father will beat you. Don't be like this, study. Only your mother. But the enemy know how to protect their women. We are the only people who don't protect our women. We are the only people. Because we have failed to understand the principle of marriage. Today, who will lead us? Who will go for us? You think our leader mother was Yoruba, our leader can do what he's doing? But am I saying that? You think his father is not disciplined? He can bring up a child like that? Can a snake give birth to a lion? I appreciate Chukwu Kikabiama. I have access to his parents. His father is a man of few words. But his lightest touch command obedience. I hardly see him talk. But I notice he's free with anybody. He laughs with everybody. You won't even know he's a king. Because he really have no regard from the mighty and the small. But I tell you, in the same way, without whip, he commands everybody. His slightest touch command obedience. This is father. Your home is who you are. But of course, most of you do not have the privilege of coming from a standard home. There are certain things you say, we know where you are coming from. You stand before elder to address them. And you are saying, I now say, he now say, then now say, you now say. A real elder will be looking at you. And when you finish, they will pinch themselves. They say, this child, they don't have home training. You have communicated to them respectfully, religiously, holistically, as a trained child. But they know these are just sounding vowels. You are not a trained child. I had the privilege to address elders sometime in my life. And they sat down and they were listening to me. And after I spoke at length, and I finished what I was saying, and one of them said, my son, the reason you see we kept quiet listening to you is because you didn't say, I say. We were underlying every word where you say, my father told me, my father told me, my father told me. And then we know you have a home training. That is why we are listening to you. But do you know this? Do you understand that the first line of defense is your family? This one now, they are poisoning us now, locking us down and locking us up in the name of COVID-19, Abi Toyota Corolla. If we do not unite in our bedroom, there is no way we can unite in our compound. And there is no way we can unite in our community. They will set us one apart from each other and they will destroy all of us. To destroy the black community in America, they have to destroy their marriage institution, if I will use that word. And to destroy Africa, they have to destroy the marriage institution of Africa, their culture and tradition. And somebody still don't understand what you are saying. Each time I say this thing, it's not as if I want to tell you that Abo is better than anybody. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you, I'm happy I come from that place. No Abo man will arrest Abo man. If he does, it's a born throwaway. No Abo man fight Abo man. Of course, we quarry. But our laws is simple. If you cannot flow with somebody, leave that person alone. Don't fight that person. If you cannot build anybody, at least don't reduce that person. I've had issue many times. And then we get to station. And then maybe that person have a upper hand over me. And then all of a sudden you discover the policeman or the man in charge of the case is Aboma. That day you are in trouble. I think in Newi people used to do that in those days. I don't know if they still do it. Because you fight one in Newi man. You are fighting the whole in Newi all over the world. I don't know if they have changed. Because of Yoruba influence. Adia Mama. I said, no, don't mention that. Let us call our problem and move ahead here. Two Abo fighting. Guru, they carry ball to break their head. The moment is Angwana Euro or Guale. Or Guale. And you're like, some de Guale bon. And yes, some de Bele bon. It's very important. That is why, as I'm reaching you live and direct from Orogodo, from Orogodo, Nigerian terrorists, whether in form of Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen and the rest, when they enter, they are coordinated. I think the ones killing in Okpanam, I think they are running now. Because you kill one, they mobilize. You kill two, they mobilize. That is why when you look at them, they look at some small village where they have been able to Islamize. Then they strike. There are great consequences when we fail to abide by this principle. Our home will be porous, and we cannot be able to defend our home. A lot of people don't like me now. Why is it they don't like me? Oh, you are calling Yoruba. We are calling Yoruba. And when I begin to call Fulani now, my own junior brother will hate me. Oh, why are you calling Fulani? Don't you know my wife is feeling bad? If I swear for all of Fulani. So who will go call now? Because my own brother is a Fulani. But my stand is that because of the sin of one man, the whole generation of Biafras were condemned. They condemn all of us. And Yoruba without, they don't hide it. You just hear, I'm a da papa olowu jare, omo bolele yi, olori buruku, oloshi. I'm a da papa olowu jare, omo ibo ni e. Omo bolele yi, olori buruku, oloshi. I was out of their mumu, they call you Inyamere. Honestly, we have to tell ourselves the truth. What I'm trying to say in effect is that if they can condemn a whole generation because of the sin of one man, I will do the same to them so that they understand how it feels. There are consequences. That is what we are suffering today. Abo people may not be very prosperous. Abo people may not have all the money in the world. Can one say no kwe meke kerebu eti mekpa? You don't say fire is too small and you put it inside your pocket. It will burn you. Why? Is it because we are more coordinated than others? No. Our parents told us, Onyibe ngwana, Onyibe ngwana, Onyibe ngwana. Don't kill your brother. I have said this before. You go to my hometown, the next family opposite my own family. Because we have many family house. All of us are there. The family opposite my own family house is called Arinze family. Till tomorrow morning, Arinze and the wife are dead. 2 of his children happens to be my classmate. My own mother is dead. But we have not sat together as family. We have not discussed. We have not quarreled once, neither have we cooperated once. As a child, when we play to that compound, and we notice my mother will be at the fence and be looking at us. And their own mother will be looking at them. Because they know we are not aware of what is causing dispute between the two families. Until today, they never told us. They didn't tell us. We have never fought each other. We have never quarreled, but we have never cooperated. In the school, 2 of their children is my classmate. When we sit in the class, there is this thing this feeling. We and this family, they quarrel. But we've not quarreled. I don't understand. And if you are from Abo, when you enter Abo, one side is Boji Boji Abo. One side is Boji Boji Owa. For over 500 years, these 2 communities are crying. These are sons, they are quarreling. Sons of the same parents. If you are not in Abo, if you do not understand what is happening, you will not know the difference between us. That there is quarrel going on among us as a people. That is when they say, do not wash your dirty linen outside. Don't wash your dirty linen outside. If you do, the people who are not up to you will come and settle your matter. People who cannot even stand before you, they will be settling matter for you. But with all this, there is a remedy. Once there are evidence of the consequence of not following the principle of marriage, when it begins to manifest, there is remedy. For instance, I want you to check your village. Just do personal study. Look at all the big men in your village. You will see that some of them are not from that community. Some of them were bought slave in those days, in the ancient time. Some of them, their father died when their children were small, and they hand over to them and said to them, my servant, please, when my son grew, give the property to him, manage it. I know many kings today sitting on a throne that is not for them. And so what do? The moment the man die, they will be the one to kill the man's children so they can be king. Some will wipe away a whole community so that they can become Igwe. And Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba take advantage of this and empower them to kill us. That is why you have useless Igwe all over Biafra land. These are consequences of improper marriage. You will see the other person, if we go and adopt a child, you need to give that your adopted child a restriction. If not, it will destroy your father's home. Did I say don't show them love? You show them love. Did I say don't be human? Of course you are. But understand that wisdom is the principal thing. And in all that getting, get wisdom. Today, I don't even know who we are fighting. Today, I don't even know how I'm going to prepare my AK-47 when I want to fight. When our leader talks, he tells you that the Benin fought. The Benin fought. The Benin fought fiercely. Ovaromi Obaise fought, but he was betrayed by Osazako. He was betrayed by his most trusted ally. And from that day, Ovaromi Obaise placed a curse on all Benin people and said, you people will never have secrets. The pot of corn have been tumbleded. Now Mother Hen and her children can enjoy. There are consequences. For some reason, I will not say certain things. I have seen adopted children fight the son of the house to stand still. It has happened to me. Let me use myself as an example. Like I said, my mother we are 11, but one is gone. But we were 22 at home. Because my father adopted 4 sons that are older than me. But they are not my father's children. We all live as the same. They answer my father's name in school. I did not know. But something was always happening in the family. Every Christmas day, my father will buy new clothes for all of them. Both the older one, the younger one. My father will give me old clothes. His old clothes, the one he's not wearing again. He will take one of his shoe and chook paper inside and give me. Before I go wear the shoe, 10 step, muzzle pull don't hook me. Those shoes they call father and son, high heel, very big. But everybody will be enjoying and strolling. And once they go and stroll, I will just stay one side of the house and I'll be crying. It continue. Year after year, it continue. Year after year, it continue. And one day, one Christmas, my father did that again. This time, it was inclusive of clothes. Everything he gave to me is old one. I just look my father finish. If now, blow why forgive, I no go fear explain on time. He entered his room and I followed him. He said, yes, what is it? I said, what you are doing to me, I don't like it. Does it mean you are not my father? All these years, you buy new clothes for everybody. And you'll be giving me your own old clothes. My father looked at me, he smiled. He jacked me up. He threw me on top of his bed. All those beds that have long leg and long pole. He opened his wardrobe. He showed me all his clothes. You see everything here? It belongs to you. Now, because you can confront me to ask me this, I know you are a man now. He said, you see the first son? I say yes. You see the second son? I say yes. You see the third son? I say yes. You see the fourth son? I say yes. He said, they are not my children. They were adopted. But they don't know. Neither did you know. Now, the first son know already that I'm not his father. So even though he's still bearing my name. My concern is if I show you love as my first son, they may not allow you to come out. So keep it to yourself. They are not my children. You are my first son. And so from that day, if my father lie, let him buy them good. Let him buy them silver. And let him give me slippers. I am happy because I now knew he was protecting me. And just like you will say, all of them graduated. They start dragging my father's property. They are listening to me as I'm talking to you now. They are in Abo. They start dragging my father's property with me. And my mother have so many story building in Abo till tomorrow morning. One of them, my sister went to collect house rent there. And one of my supposedly, I don't know whether it's half brother now or step brother now or imported brother. I don't know what to call him now. He arrested my younger sister. The ones the parents owns the house and locked him up. My sister called me and said, I'm in the station. I said, what happened? I said, I went to collect house rent. The brother come to arrest me. I said, it's okay. I'm coming there. Don't let anybody bail you till I get there. I left and I got there. And I asked the DPO, what is the problem? He said, your brother came to arrest your sister because your sister is going to collect house rent without notifying the family. And my brother was there. I look at that, my brother. I say, why do you want to fool yourself around this way? The house you are going to arrest somebody because of house rent, is it your house? I said, see, you are with the document of that house. I know. My mother told me that they gave the document to you to keep. But why I did not bother to collect it from you is I'm not dragging who is senior or who is not senior. We are not the same father. You're just adopted. But I want you to feel fine. I said, you have shamed yourself. I told the DPO, I said, please, the house in question, he's with the document. Tell him to bring the document. Let's see whose father's name is there. That was when my brother knew for the first time that I know everything they thought I don't know. I was more ready for them than they can be ready for me. Do you know what they did? All of them run. They run. So this boy know all these things, he keep quiet. If you see how they command me around, terrorize me, they were the one that made me strong. Harass me in and out, physically and spiritually. I'll just be looking at them. But the day they knew that their life was actually in my hand, and yet I did nothing, they were humbled. And so if my father did not prepare to correct that mistake, they will kill all of us just to take our father's property. Now, I just told you what happened in my family. So when we are talking about protection, those my brothers adopted into my home, if my father did not tell me, they will go and look for support from the community. The community will support them to kill me because the community did not know that they are not my father's children. The community were calling me bad boy. How can you be challenging your senior brothers? The day I told them that these people were adopted, they were shocked because they never knew I knew. We are suffering from some of those things. So when we say go back to your root, when we are talking about this marriage, we are trying to make you sense the danger around you. Because now the rat where they inside house, they tell the one where they outside, they say fishy day for house. A man's enemy will be right inside their own home. There are barely few things we have not experienced in life. We must get ready to make sure that every negative impact of marriage, we will control them. For instance, you go back to Israel. You have Jewish America, Jewish Britain, Jewish India, Jewish Africa, Jewish everywhere, Jewish is Jewish. You think they are just Jewish in everywhere? They have their record. When people like the Rockefeller's family come and begin to talk, they know where they stand. Where other people come out and begin to talk, they all know where the position is. So do not make a mistake about that. We don't hate anybody. We are trying to be careful. We are trying not to let another thing happen to us. Because if waiting kill our papa kill us, now be say we no get sense. But picking will get sense, go make sure say waiting killing papa, no go kill him. The need to re-establish the marriage institution should be very important in Biafra land. But who will do it? Niger Delta Youth President Ohaneze or for anything, Ohaneze, Niger Delta, all of them. What are they doing? It's how to share money. The only thing youth, or if you have youth organization in your village, the only thing is they are waiting for crumb that will come from government. All these things are the things they are supposed to check. In those days, we have what is called age grade. They have power to look into so many matters. There were discipline, there were rules. Because without this rule, we are all savages. Anybody who tell me about law, they don't protect the law. You can come from heaven, you can come from America or hellfire. You don't have sense. Without rules, we are all savages. From America to China to Japan, everybody is a savage. And I want to believe that in my own definition, civilization is playing by the rule. And I'm yet to see any country in the world who is playing by the rule. So Biafrans, we have a long way to go. Brother talk to brother, sister talk to sister. That is the way forward. It is not tribalism. It is not racism. Because God is involved in all of them. If you call loving your own people more than other is tribalism or racism, And then what are we going to say when God chooses to love the children of Israel above all other? Okay, that one is Godism. When God wake up and choose to favor a particular people, what do you call it? Because everybody going to fulfill and love their own above all other. I respect a Caucasian man who will kill the whole world to protect the Caucasian breed if necessary. I love Chinese man when he will kill everybody to protect the Chinese race if necessary. And I will only love African man who is ready to kill the whole world to protect Africa. That is how it's supposed to be. Then everybody will treat themselves with respect. And I hope you understand what I mean. Biafrans, let us put our house in order. Nihi na ndị iro gbanye gburugburu and ndị a ga-eme anyị ife. Ndị a ga-eme anyị ife. So when I talk about marriage, it's not just our ancestors has a way to they arrange everything. You think everybody in Ebonyi State come from the same breed? No. For instance, go to Ebonyi State. You think all of them are from the same breed? You think everybody in Enugu is the same breed? You think everybody in Anambra is the same breed? You think everybody in Abo is the same breed? But they had principle that governs them till they become one. No matter how many years Yoruba try to turn us to Yoruba, from Onitsha Head Bridge down to Ondo boundary, Yoruba said they own. After all, did we not do shake hand across River Niger? That time they were telling you that they are shaking hand across a little bit in River Niger. They are telling you that Onitsha people are not Igbo people. Or don't you know that Onitsha people are Ondiobia? But all of us are the same. Originally, the land belonged to Ubosi. Or have you tried to wonder why they say Adi Amama Onitsha Gwarobosi or Adi Amama Kobosi Gwaronitsha? Anyone you want to choose. Why is it that Onitsha man cannot be the governor of Anambra? You think we don't know all these things? Yoruba have claimed all of us. But even today, many of us don't know. And they come to do shake hand across River Niger, telling you that Onitsha people are Yoruba. If not that our ancestors planned down everything. In fact, some people in Anambra see us as Yoruba. If our ancestors did not plan marriage setting, planned out everything well, today we are all gone. But I think they were ready for what is coming. The question should be, Biafrans, are we ready for what is coming? Are we ready? I'll be back in a minute.
Imano muwana masimane nwaru emese babulu sonjoni maru amufani na bulu se soni ruese uwataze nirufa musabari yamu akbaba yokoma emese rifa kochoba inazu ipado beze kinani akose monyenga pwanne mu onyeka nga posi oyoma ebu watu wenu nekene ewo akuwasiadio ebu watu wenu amanjaneze akuwasiadio ebu watu wenu amanjaneze.
Yes, of course, Amandia Nezi. At this moment, our lines are open and you are free to call in and make your own positive contribution to this effort. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. And our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-529-171.
We have an announcement to make. 30th of May is very, very critical. We have our 30th of May, we must not forget. We are going to have 3 days of fasting and prayer, starting from the 27th to end midnight of the 29th. Very, very important. We are going to read and pray all the Psalms in the Holy Book, from Psalm number 1 to 150. If you read 10 Psalms, you pray prayer and fasting for 3 days, and then conclude it with a prayer on the midnight of the 29th. And then this year we are going to have a candlelight vigil, a procession in the middle of the night, ushering in the 30th of May. We have sat at home so much that I will also encourage people to sit at home on that very day, please, for us to honor those that fought that we may live.
Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Dele Utufi.
This topic today, not be small this evening. I say, may God bless you. When the topic, I'm so interested. I'm so happy about this topic that you just made this evening. Hello?
Go ahead, please. The word is listening.
Yes. Because even when even the song that you're playing now, Mam Jainezi, if you come around to in this particular period now, in our families now, we don't know who is who. We don't know
who is who. That is why when they are talking to me, I'm just looking at all of them. That is why I don't agree. I'm Andianese. You'll be talking to Chiku. You'll be talking to Chikuma. You don't know it's a Fulani man. You'll be talking to Tamono. You will not know it's a Yoruba man. And they want me to listen to them.
Imagine, because sometimes when you may think you are talking to somebody with your heart is open, but what the person has in his heart and in the reply he will give to you, you will see that the person is not even following you.
I just told you what happened in my own family. The people my father trained, they are waiting for my father to die, so they take over the property. But they don't know I know. But they shoot before the time they were planning. I told them, see, I know. I not say no, I hold the document. I just keep on quiet because I think saying I go to be true brother. And of course, all of them put together, they know they will not stand me 1 hour. Now they are running, but I'm not pursuing them. The Bible says, if no man run, where no man pursued them. Go ahead.
My brother, that's why even this topic, when you were saying it, I begin to imagine what is going around, what is happening around me. I told my brother, it's just like God sent him to say this one this evening. I just say God really sent me. This time around, we don't know who we are following, who we are avoid. We don't know who we trust. We don't just know who is who. Everybody, we don't know who is who. We don't know who is our blood, who is our enemy. We don't know who is our friend. My brother, God bless you for this topic. Honestly, you really touch. You really just said what is inside me, what is even living inside my mind, what I'm even saying. You just made me to be a happy woman this night. God bless you. To be well with you.
Thank you very much. We must continue.
Yes, so
our people must remain focused. We are fighting a complicated battle. You just have to understand that. And we have to become complicated ourselves, or else great will be our misery. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazoba Victor Kenechukwu. I'm calling from Amobe. Amobe is in Oka, Anambra, Biafra land. Onyibe, you have said it all. Ikusigiwe niile na-ekwu. Anyị nwa bụ ndị youth ka ị na-ekwu ebe a. I'm so na onwe okenye ka nwa eziokwu niile anụnwa niile na ana Igbo be anyị. Maka na ihe anyị na-enwezi na ahụ okenye ndị arụrụ a na-aza agba anyị nwa ndị youth ka esi eme ibe na be anyị Biafra land. Onye gwazi ọ na-akọ nke na-akọ enu. But ị na-ekwu ekita aba ncheta iwe my father na-agwa m before nwụọ, ọ gasị m before nwụọ, nwee ma na eziokwu. And nke na-ewezi m iwe kita aba ahụ otu asa I insult our leaders like elders in Biafra land. Ihe ahụ mmadụ arụcha ụlọ, owelu a mother, make cleaner, a father, make gate man. But in other countries, those elders be have anọkọ akpako udo yesi wee ga n'ihu. But anyị nwa in Biafra land, anyị na-ejizi maka na ego na-emezi ibe niile wee na insult our elders. But ihe ahụ spiritual effect, anyị na-ata ahụhụ, anyị nwa ndị youth, anyị na-etolitezie the thing adị against us. But ahụ na nwe efido na ejide gị ego. So ka nkwuo nke a nke amalụ anyị etikwu on correct kwuo onye nọ nke na-ewezi anyị nwa ndị youth iwe kịta aba. Ije in so many offices, you old man, old woman, I will cleaner to a young boy dị ebe 20-something years. So ibe a na-eme na Biafra land ọ dịghịzi anyị obi mma. Ọ dịghịzi ọlịda anyị ka anyị na-echezi ka onye ọ dị. Ibe a na-emezi adịghịzi anyị obi mma. Thank you very much.
Of course, you just raised a new topic for us. Those people now are supposed to call the spiritual gatekeeper of every community. Just like you have said, they have turned them to physical gate man. But not worry, we will look into it. They don't know what they are doing. That is why Jesus said, Father, forgive them because they know not what they do. Go ahead, call on WhatsApp.
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go
This
ahead.
is Prince from Qatar. Yes, I want to make a contribution based on what you just said. I think I want to advise to all Biafrans, all Biafran fathers, parents. Let there be a day set aside, even if it's every year or once in a while, whereby the father will call the sons and tell them some certain things that has been happening in the family or that has happened in the family long time ago. That is the history of the family. Let the younger generation be taught, be told the things, the secrets of the family that they ought to know. Just because assuming your father didn't tell you that, by now, what do you think will be happening?
Those people will poison me. They will
you.
kill me. They will kill me. My father guided me and make sure I was ready for the future. He was not ready to disown them.
Okay.
But he want them to know their position.
Yes.
They answer my name. They graduate before me. They were all prosperous people when I was a child. If you see what they do to me, but the knowledge of the knowledge of who I am empowered me. But if I come home now, I do all of them also. But it's not because I carry muscle. It is the truth.
You see, that common information that your father gave you strength, gave you insight into the family history. But today, many parents, many fathers grow up, grow old, and die with so many things, so many information. With them, go to the grave. They don't pass the the lineage, the family history onto their children. And when this information is broken, that is where you see some strange things happening in the families. Nobody knows why they are happening. You see strange deaths. You see brother fighting brother. You see people, they don't know, maybe just like you said, there might be some families today who are living together without them knowing that some sons in the family are adopted sons. And they'll be fighting. So I want to encourage all of us in Biafra land. Let the fathers set aside or from time to time call the sons who are going to be taken over from them and be telling them some family history, some hidden things, some things that happened in the old, the family history, so that they will know. We are not a sound educational lady that we will say let us be having a written documents of the family history. But where it is applicable, it is encouraged. So that when the new generation come up, they will read that book, they will know the family history. But this time we wave so many things aside, and sometimes our fathers died without telling us anything about the family, and we grow up not knowing anything about the family. So I want to encourage all of us, let there be time set aside whereby the fathers will call their sons and tell them things. Tell them secret things. Tell them history of the family. This is very important. Thank you so much for the work you are doing.
Thank you,
we are
my brother.
listening. The world is just to listen.
We must continue. Thank you. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yeah. Hello,
good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Onyibe. As you know, I'm calling from Baba. Thank you for the good work that you are doing for us. I thank God for our great leader, in short, I thank God for everything that is happening in this time around, because the thing that is happening is teaching us to know who we are, as she is telling us. But yes, this is the time, as everybody that are listening to this radio this time around, they're supposed to learn lessons. One, all those on Carlos, thank God for man, the Carlos that have been speaking on his behalf all this while. Today, I heard that they have released it. And let me tell you that man called all those on Carlos, he will not say that he is in that region. He's supposed to learn a lesson. But as he has come as man, let him learn a lesson. Let him not pursue this presidency of a state of Christians, go and follow Christians. Let him fight for the freedom of his people because it is because of the mercy of God and because of the fatherless, because of and the family is the father to him. That is why he stands on his behalf and he lives even today. I pray that God will help us, all of us, to see Biafra. You are teaching us a lot. That this is the foundation. You are laying a great foundation to Biafra so that tomorrow, if Biafra comes, in this thing that you are teaching us, it will not be heavy for us because we have learned it from you. And we will stand for them. And everybody that stands for this teaching that you are teaching us, don't marry, go back to your roots, all of this stuff, we will not get it. You are doing a great job. God bless you. God bless you, my brother. Thank you for everything. I thank God for every Biafra all over the world. My dear people, we have free. We have free.
Thank you very much.
We have free. Biafra. Thank you, sir.
Everybody must heal Biafra. Our people must understand things can go messy. Things can get out of control. Things may get out of hand because as far as Nigerians continue to walk on this path of evil, the rod and the staff of God in our hand will touch them. And so our people must be ready. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Good evening from here.
Hello?
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Mazi Onyibe. My name is Chijoke. I'm calling from Paris. Your topic today is exactly what is happening in my family. What you said about the adopting sons. That is exactly what I'm facing in my family now. Because I don't know how to handle it. But now you have given me the knowledge how to handle the issue. It's like this concern about the land issue. My father gave me a land, and the adopted son, they gave him very close to my own portion. Now I'm in Paris. He wanted to build a house. He occupied his own and occupy my own again. So
those are the kind of people that would do everything to make sure you don't come back home. And if you want to die quick, give him money, dash him money. Then you will see what they will do to you. Go ahead, please.
That is it. Mazoni, you have given me a big lesson that I will never forget in my life. Now, this is exactly what I'm going to do to chase him. Because how can somebody, they give you your own portion, you leave your own portion, I come into my own portion and build a house. People had thought, what he said, he's in abroad, he didn't think that he will come back and start build his own. Let somebody that has the money started building. He has 8 children. No, I don't know what to do.
If I'm to advise you, go and salvage the little one you can get. Sell it, buy land another place and leave him.
Okay.
Leave him there. Let the gods of the land judge him. Let the earth upon which he stands judge him. Don't fight him.
Okay.
Let him win you in terms of greed and physically. But I tell you, he will fall. But those kind of people, they will do anything to make sure. Our people, some of them in diaspora cannot come home. Some will come home, become sick. Some will come home. They say, now we they do ourselves. Not be we they do ourselves. Now Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani children, we do our midst. Now then they do us. Many of those of you in diaspora are afraid to come home. Because they don't do juju put for you finish. Yet they say, we no believe say juju they. But juju they kill us.
Exactly.
If the only reason why you have not died in that man's hand is because you are not dashing them money.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes. We must continue.
Okay. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Our people must.
Thank you.
Yeah. Our people must understand that there is need for us to protect ourselves, up and down, front and back, sideways and otherwise. Caller on the line. Are you there?
Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening from here.
Sir. Shalom to you all over the world. I greet you all. I greet Mazi Nandekano. I greet Uchemefo. his good work and all the whole thing that he's doing for us, say Biafra base. I recommend what you are saying this night because this Hausa Fulani and Yorubas, they have put us in a painful world and made our world of living a strong one, a disturbing one to our life. So my name is Light Chinedu Asoye from Owaza, the coordinator of Umololo, Owaza. So I recommend your work. I say, may you keep it on and be doing it so that Coach Stadium will bless all of us. In the mighty name of Yehoshua HaMashiach.
They say, thank you very much. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello,
on WhatsApp.
Onyibe, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Hello. In fact, Onyibe, you have gotten it all. In fact, you are welcome because since all this one not been hearing your voice, number one, you get me sick. In fact, now I can see I've been resurrected through your voice. Onyibe, God will bless you. You see the topic you just brought up this evening. Onyibe, I must sincerely tell you, in fact, you're God sent. You reason like our leader, Mazi. The same thought, the same spirit, in fact, control both of you. In fact, first of all, I greet all the principal officers. It has been long I hear from everyone. But this night, in fact, I'm satisfied. You see, what is happening, my brother? I don't know where I can start. The same thing is happening to our family. They even said because of who he is, I had to keep quiet. They have been pursuing, first of all, they think maybe I will come with a full force with this and that, with the arms or something. I just keep quiet. My dear, they were waiting for their enemy to attack, but my father called me before he died. He said, on anything I should not fight with these people, that I shall allow them, that only what I need to say is in the morning, I should speak just only one word and allow them continue. I must tell you the truth. Maybe they will be hearing what I'm saying right now. They have been seeing their head and head. Nobody's going to juju, nobody's going to anywhere. But because this truth always stand on itself. In fact, the topic this night, not only me, you are giving this food tonight, you are giving all the fellow Biafrans all over the world. I believe by taking in fact, may God bless you and bless you. I don't want to say too much. And also welcome back on board. Thank you, my brother.
As a praying call, you're welcome.
Thank you.
We must continue.
My brother, thank you, sir.
Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
My name is Bijuru Amanya. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead.
Onyibe, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Have you seen that Tojo Zakale has arrived?
Of course. Let us hope he's not going to be the next Igbo president that will finish IPOB. So while we are rejoicing, let us sleep with one eye open, because Fulani know how to bamboozle all of us. I lost that caller. We are rejoicing. We thank God. Our leader gave instruction and they understand the truth. They responded. But let us hope that it's okay. We shall see. We shall see. Caller on the WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp.
I got the one of Biafra and Africa worldwide.
Now you are talking. Number one is what I want to hear. Without number one, you are fired.
I got the number one of Biafra land Africa.
That one, self, I don't like it. Put it in keys.
I got the keys, the Buruburu.
Okay, foreign, go ahead.
Mene take offense. One, this is what I miscut. Okay, for the see one for my check on it for what's up Poland. Mazi, I appreciate you, my brother. Every other protocol is observed. Mazi, for him, Chukwu Kabra will only bless you because what the inspiration, the problem you are solving in this struggle, only Chukwu Kabra, man, don't ekrona ekwema. Anya wala na time that you want to. Mazi, we appreciate you, my brother. What you're educating our people, we every day by day. I don't have much to tell other than to tell you, say, to tap your back. What I name, as I said, you see, so you don't kid. Mazi, on that note, let me tell our beloved Imolite, wherever they are now. Those of them in diaspora, not for those of you in Biafra, because please, if you are from Imo, Oma Imo, Acharu go say everywhere you are, every part of Imo, we want to put transmitter. We want you to be getting Radio Biafra. We are asking for our beloved hard cause, whether you are IPOP or not. We want you to respond to us. And this is a very short term project, say less than 1 month. By grace of God, I am appreciating those of you who are calling me, giving us receipts. And please, I want to inform you, if by adventure I have given you any account before and you've not made your money, please, you call this number. We have to change that account, please. The number to call is +48739 672 638. I repeat, +48739 672 638. Imolite, we have a challenge in him. All of you know we have Emir there, and we have a first son that the last one that is the first son. So Bikono, call me. Let us do the need for Kabrekre. Onyibe, go on song. We appreciate you, my beloved. Thank you. No?
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
We must continue. Our people must understand. For us to be able to overcome this enemy, we must ensure that we are the one in charge of our territory. A lot of things begin at home. The arrangement of the home is what determines success, family. And that is why when IPOB started, they say IPOB, one family. It was not just meant to be a slogan, but rather a way of life. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Well, I am here. My name is Professor, my brother.
Good evening from here.
This name will they give you. Well, my brother, my name is Simon. I am not going anywhere. I'm calling from Almeria, Spain. I just want to say thank you for your topic. As he start that's as he start that topic. Now be the main program and now be the main thing. Now be the main thing. The topic today and the advice you are giving. There is somebody that he think that you will tell him to go. No, don't go. Go and kill. Go and do this. But he say, just if he can get anything he can get, leave the rest, leave it for them. Let the land judge. This is kind of advice my granddad gave when he was dying. He said, do not drag anything. Do not drag the land with anybody.
According to our culture, you don't drag your property with anybody. Then you have taken the fight of the gods. You don't do that. You allow them to do it. You will understand that there is 4 elements that govern the universe. If they sit down there, drink water, water go kill them. If they sit down there, eat food, ground go kill them. If wind blow, it go blow sickness for their body. If they use fire and cook, it go kill them. That is how it is. Go ahead, please.
You don't know that guy that called you. You don't know what he solved, but he just say, he asked, can I advise you? He said yes. Because he think he would say, no, if not me, I go do this, I go do that. But he told him the truth. The truth is bitter, but it will always come up one day. Well, let me just leave it here. Thank you, my brother. I will bless every one of you to assemble every one of you. But let me say this thing in case if I don't come up again is second section. Our leader have given the order, have talked, campaign for Joseph Kalis out. But if he go back to Zoo government or he think they can breed him to come and give him Igbo presidency, he will fail. This is what they are trying to do, but we must be ahead of them. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Everybody must hail Biafra. Yes, Ada on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Mazi George Onyibe.
Good evening
I'm so
from
happy
here.
to hear your voice once again.
You are welcome to the
My
program.
names are Ebele Ebo. I'm from Delta State, Okwani, to be precise. I'm calling from
Otofi.
Canada.
Otofi.
Aje Ngunemaro. Ndo di feminine. Ndo it's
Thank
so
you.
well.
Thank you.
Ndo. Yeah, good to hear from you again. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for your analysis this afternoon or this evening. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, good night to Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. I say Mexico Kikabiama continue to bless each and every one of you. I want to appreciate our supreme leader, Mazin Nandi Okukano, the king of Afaribeku Kingdom, the one that has come to deliver us from the clutches of our enemies. Because if not for his arrival, by now I don't know where we would have been. I want to also appreciate our deputy Mazi Uche Okafor, Melfor. I say God continue to bless you all. Chuko Kikabiama shall keep and strengthen you all in the name of Chuko Kikabiama. Mazi George Onibe, this topic you raised, this thing you talked about this evening, like the one that happened to you in your house, what your father told you about your maybe half brothers, or I don't know how to call them. It also happened to my father. My grandfather, married his wife, and she had a son before my grandfather married her, and the son became the first son of the family. So when my father grew up, my grandfather had about 7 other sons. So, but when my father, grew up, my father told him same thing about, the man, the first son, the first son in the family, which is not really the first son because the wife brought the first son, to come and marry my grandfather. So when my grandfather died, this man carried on. He was sharing, lands and everything. He does not, remember that my father was actually the first son of the family. But maybe because he thought my grandfather never carried, the other sons along. He never told the other sons what, really happened. So when that happened, my father's brother was sharing land and everything, excluding my father and every other person, every other son, because there were about 7 brothers in the family. So they got to the point that when my grandfather died, the first son of the family is supposed to kill, they call it Efi. We call it Efi in my place. They are supposed to kill Efi, during my grandfather's burial. And the first son of the family was actually the one that is supposed to do that thing, not the adopted son. But the adopted son, for the fact that he thought that my father didn't know that, my grandfather told him that he is really the first son of the family, that the other one was adopted. So he came, to the gathering because they do it, when people gather for the burial ceremony, or because my father was very old, he was like about 120 years old. So when they want to bury him, they will kill Efi. And when they bought that Efi, my father bought that Efi and he is supposed to kill it. But my father's brother said, that he will be the one to do it. My father, didn't allow him to do that because he's supposed to do it, being the first son of the family. So my father had to take the cutlass that they will use to kill this Efi. He just, put him aside, that you have, when I kill it, you can go ahead and bear the title as Ogbuefi and all that. But I am the first one. For the fact that you don't want to respect yourself, where I don't want to come out here and be washing dirty linens in the public, but for the fact that you don't want to respect yourself and give honor to whom it is due, I am the first son of the family, and I'm entitled to do this, to perform this ritual for my father. So I have to do it, but you can go ahead and bear the title. So my father killed the Efi and told the half brother that he can carry on and bear the title. When my father died, this man carried on. My brothers, my half brothers and all that, because my father married like 2 wives. They don't give lands to them. He will share lands. He started selling to the point that my father's children had to summon him to a village square, to a village meeting, and they have to call him to order there. They told him straight to his face that he's not the first son of this family. Your brother died, and the children, you don't even want to give lands to them and all that. So that was where they called him to order, and until up till now, he does not behave in that manner anymore. That is all I have to contribute this thing. I think this thing is just almost everywhere. You don't know.
It's almost everywhere. Now, the problem now, or how we affect the freedom we are fighting for, is that these people are the one who bring Fulani to come and kill us. They are the one who show Yoruba how to get us, so that they get rid of us and have access to our property. Yoruba will not drag. That is their inheritance.
Yes.
And if we fail to notice that they are among us, we are in for a deep mess we are not ready for.
Very, very big and deep one, because they are just everywhere. Because when you talk to some people, the way they respond to you, the way the way they will answer you on this Biafra issue, you'll be wondering, is this man really an Igbo man, or there is
They are not. So they are not. They know who they are and they know who you are. It's you who have failed to recognize them.
To recognize them. So the sooner we wake up to recognize these people, and treat them the way they are supposed to be treated, know them for who they are, we are in a very big and, one almighty mess.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, my brother. Thank you. Yes. Bye. Oh, hey, Biafra. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Good evening, Mazi.
Good evening from here.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear your voice, Mazi. Sorry I came late. I want to thank all of you in Radio Biafra for the good works you are doing. I also want to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kalu. Keep him safe. Mazi, I want to thank Uncle Ekeroreke. He spoke about transmitter. I just want to thank him. We really need it here. I came late on your program. I don't know the topic, but all your programs are very, very educative. Kudos to you. There's another information I want to, pass on. Today, I got an information today about this Alama juries. And it's usually 2 a.m. in the night to do I don't know what is going on. So about some days now, I'll be seeing them around our villages. And those are women. They say they are selling rubbish. I don't know what they're selling. They are in everywhere. This is a planned game. They are everywhere in our villages. They know all the routes. I don't understand what is going on. So people must be at alert. Imo State people, please, people should be at alert. Anywhere you are listening to, be at alert. Our states. They want to come and contaminate us with their coronavirus, but Chukwu Okikabia will not allow them to prevail. Thank you so much, Mazi. Continue with your broadcast. Chukwu Okikabia bless you all.
Thank you very much for everything they are doing. Honestly, at the right time, we will respond to them. Biafrans across the globe must understand the need for us to stand put. In the end, they will fall away. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. And of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. But what can we do other than to continue? Caller on the line, are you there? I think maybe challenge with this line. I can just pick the call. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello. Onyibe. Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazu Abweza Akuta. Mazu Abweza Akuta is from Mandoba, Dreze, Isu, LDA, Imo State. I thank you. I have heard your topic this night. Mazu Onyibe, you are trying. Chukwu Okikabia grant you all your heart desire. In the name of Chukwu Okikabia. So, but there's something that I want to say about Audio Zokalo. Because I personally was in Umahia the day what happened take place in Afaruku, in the house of our leader. I saw what happened, how our people was killed, how our people was burned, but the people was tied with the Biafran flag and pour acid after shooting them to death. I saw all these things. All these things are the result and handwork of Ojus Okalo. Let us check it the other way around. If at all our director was killed that day, the hope of all the poor people here, the hope of I personally, my hope will be shattered. Because immediately our director is killed, the next thing I drank poison and die, or I leave this Nigeria. Because Ojus Okalo did not succeed. Now, Nigeria have showed him the other side of them. The other side. They have seen it. Now he's coming here now to beg or to ask IPOB to forgive him. What of if IPOB forgive him? What of those 28 people that died? What of the people that army people packed in box and took them to forest and set them ablaze? What are the people that is buried alive? What are those people that is poured acid? Those are handwork of Ojus Okalo. Even if Biafra forgive him, my director can forgive. But I, myself, Nwabu Zakota, will never forgive Ojus Okalo until death. I will never forgive him. He must pay dearly for what he has done. Because they cannot kill me and ask me to forgive you. What of if director was killed? What will be the fate of Biafra today? All of us will be just celebrated because it will be a very great opportunity for the Nigeria police army to be start picking IPOB wherever they are, one after another. Because of he do not succeed. That is why he's pleading now, after taking the whole money. Ojus Okalo messed Abia State up. Whatever we are suffering today in Abia State was the handtaking of Ojus Okalo. Nowhere, you cannot see any place we relax in Abia State. It's because of Ojus Okalo. After he went to Hausa Fulani and collect money from them to make sure he buried us alive. But it did not work. They have shown him the other red side. Let Ojus Okalo go and suffer. Ojus Okalo is there to forget. The wife of Ojus Okalo, when Ojus Okalo was campaigning for in Abia State, I shared Ojus Okalo and the wife. But immediately Ojus Okalo become the governor of Abia State, the wife become a abnormal human being. Today, the mother of Ojus Okalo become the first lady, become everything. So evil that men do must live with them, not after them. Ojus Okalo must face what he has done. Let the spirit of those Ojus Okalo have caused death. Let the spirit of those that have died on this struggle, let them locate Ojus Okalo and his family wherever they are. In the name of Chukwu Okike. He said, that is my prayer. I'll stop here.
Say thank you very much. We must continue. And now this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. And then we will be back in less than no time. The essence of this topic is simple. Our people must be vigilant. Our enemies are all around us. And if we fail to acknowledge any of them, I tell you, we have an issue. I'll take one call more and then end this segment. Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening, sir. George Onyibe.
Good evening.
I go from the one of Kids, Biafra land.
Go ahead, please.
I'm so happy to get your line. My name's Ichiem Kokwa. George Onyibe, you see, anytime you come on air, you have a great wisdom. Chukwu Kabiyama have imparted you a great wisdom to share with your people. Thank you for coming on air every day. Thank you. You have made my day.
My brother, it is a privilege, I must tell you.
Thank you so much. You see, the issue of this sabotage. Sometimes when our leaders started this preaching, that earlier, that 2013, 2014, the statement he made that I said, yes, today, this sabotage in Igbo land or Biafra land will go. He said, the band of Osu. Because my own knowledge of my own little thinking of understanding, I thought that It's a unity of the Easterners, the old Easterners, also the Biafran people. It's this cascading our fellow human beings, telling them they are also, they will do everything together. Maybe in terms of marriage, we will not say we're not going to marry them. I came to understand within my time, I say maybe all these our ladies into hotel, prostitution, maybe these people are that people who put their own fellow Igbo brothers or their own fellow Biafran brothers or sisters don't marry them. So in the issue of cascading this also, abolish it. This is going to stop this what they call it, sabotage. Not knowing that another sabotage from this one you have taught me now, and which is something that is helping my family today. I came from a polygamous home. My own grandfather married third wife. The first wife, when he gave birth to a baby boy, the baby boy will die. When he gave birth to up to 5 baby boy, the baby boy died. But when he gave birth to a baby girl, the baby girl will live. So as my own of my grandfather, then he have to go back to his roots and ask why. And the people now from what I heard, they say that first wife he get married to, that land, that family, they don't want to use that the first wife son to do the owner of the land, the owner of the person who's going to live in that land after he's not there, because the name of that family will be brought to more. I'm just giving you parable adage, because he made a mistake of marrying that wife without pressing the background of that first wife to the grassroots. Then my father has to go and marry, my grandfather has to go and marry second wife after realizing his first mistake. So it's not up to 6 months. And he gave birth to my grandfather married a second wife. That second wife happened to be my own grandmother. The person who gave birth to my own father. So after 6 months, he married the second wife, which is the wife he married, my grandmother. My father, that is first wife, second wife get pregnant. And he gave back to my father. It happened to be the first son of the family. Then not up to a year, that first wife now get pregnant again and give birth to a baby boy, and that baby boy begins to live. My dear brother, my dear uncle, sister, that's the father in the family. The first wife again now went out and go and bring his own sister again, that of the same father, not the same mother. And place upon to my grandfather that she must make her a second wife, third wife. So the man with intimidation, uncle, their fire, their war, just like ants, all these black soldier ants. So they have to persuade the man that he wants to take that third wife. That's the sister to the first wife. He must take her as a third wife. So every day, every night, every day, they say, Onyibe, the first person has become the last person, the second person. The land will not accept. The first person has become the last person. The first person has now been the first woman in the family, now become the second woman in the family. God will not. So they have to chase my father out of that family. My father had to run away and went to his maternal home. That's where he grew up. So what my grandfather did now, in order to bring her home, I think tell her that this place, he doesn't have to leave his home, that this family belongs to him, that he is the owner of this family. My grandfather have to marry to my own father, maybe at the age of 16 or 17 years, and I give her a hero welcome and hand over my mother to him. After the death of my grandfather, my uncle were in the war in that family. Every land, because of the whole land of that man, the man, all those old big man, they only have a lot of lands or badge where they put their after whatever harvest, they have a place they have to settle their yam, So that's why, and just like that. So most of the whole land that man has, what my grandfather has, is being handed over to his first wife. And the man, they do not give that man opportunity to share most of his wealth, his land. Even to this time, the family house of my own grandfather, which belongs to my own father, as a inheritance from his father. These people, they always in war. They want to take that father, they want to take over that family house. My dear brother, we are in a war. And let God make it's only Biafra can bring peace. Because when there's there will be a custom.
All those things will be reviewed. We will have respect for our
And
culture
not
and
only that,
tradition. Thank you very much.
Just like us, what you are saying. Yorubas, Muslims, and Yorubas Christians they don't fight.
They are the only people in the world where you see a Muslim and Christian living together, including Babalawo. They don't fight. They don't fight.
Now, okay, what of Showore was asking for revolution or revolution? This is not the time for revolution. What is Showore saying now?
Thank you very much. My time is up on this segment.
Revolution. Why? Showore, it's not the time for revolution. Showore, what are you waiting for? Onyibe, thank you. God bless you.
God bless you.
I'm so privileged to talk to you.
My brother, thank you.
May you bless you and guide you.
You see, it's not about anybody, it is all about us. I will be signing off from this segment temporarily, believe me. In few minutes, I'll be back again. Thank you for your positive contribution, those of you called in. Apology to those of you I cannot pick your call now, but I'll still be back. An IPOB family member across the globe, of course, we must remain strong and we must stand put. Of course, because of this lockdown, I have not been directing you on how to join the nearest family because it does not make any sense anyway. So those of you who are still sending me your details to join with the family, please just exercise a little patience. When this COVID-19 issue, the lockdown issue is settled, we will start from where we stop. Of course, it is Biafra all the way. Good night temporarily, and God be with you.
The history of a people, I repeat, is like the stream of life from which the character form and structure of the identity, their backwardness and progress are drawn. It affords a people the platform on which to predict their future. Though, just as every stream has a source, so every group of people has a beginning.
I had a voice on the Radio Biafra, London is the mouthpiece of the Biafrans. Nandekano is his name. He made a vow to fight the end till our nation Biafra is restored. We love him, he's our mentor. Biafra is for real. Yeah. We will keep on fighting till the end. Now.
Anything you hear on Radio Biafra is the gospel truth.
I had a voice right in the air, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I conquer. I had a voice right in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra's freedom is near. It's telling me. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home. My home is telling me. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home. My home. My home. For many years after the war, yeah, we be praying to give us a good leader. In Biafra land to replace Ojukwu. Until I wake up one day, one morning, I tune to my radio 102.1 FM. Radio Biafra. All I had is life.
The people cannot predict their future if they do not know their past.
Yeah. Nandekano's voice. I had a voice like him. Yeah. Sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I conquer. I had a voice like in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra's freedom is near. It's telling me Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home, my home. It's telling me Biafra is my home, Biafra is my home, Biafra is my home, my home, my home. I had a voice right in the air, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom, yeah. Now I conquer. I had a voice right in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra's freedom is me. It's telling me, Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. My home. It's telling me, Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. My home. It's telling me, Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. My home. It's telling me, Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine. My home. My home.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet Earth. For the rest of my life, be a loyal and dedicated servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We will serve you. We will not let you down. We are not going to retreat 1 inch. We will not surrender. Biafra will come.
He say, Biafra we come, Biafra we come, we want the microphone, Sakaman Kurubito, yeah.